He said it so calmly that nobody moved. "Grandma, I need you to come with me right now, or something bad happens to Mia." My father-in-law, 73 years old, set down his coffee cup and stared at the boy standing in his kitchen doorway. None of us had heard the door open. The boy, maybe 16, held up a phone showing a video of my 6-year-old niece, Mia, asleep in what looked like her own bedroom, filmed through a gap in her curtains. My sister screamed. My husband grabbed his phone to call the police, and the boy said one sentence that froze him mid-motion. "If uniforms show up, the person watching her leaves. Nobody else does. You have 11 minutes. We didn't know who this boy was. We didn't know who the person watching her was. All we knew was that Mia was supposedly safe at home with her father, 40 minutes away, and none of us could reach him. 6 calls, straight to voicemail every time. My father-in-law stood up, car keys already in his hand, and said, "I'm going." My husband said, "Dad, this could be a trap. We call the police first." His mother grabbed his arm. "If it's real and you're wrong, that's her life." The boy just stood there, watching us argue like he'd seen this exact fight play out before. I did the only thing I could think of. While everyone shouted, I texted my brother-in-law, Mia's father, instead of calling. A message doesn't ring, doesn't tip anyone off if a phone is being watched. 3 long minutes later, 3 dots appeared. Then, "What are you talking about? She's with me. We're at the pediatrician." I turned the phone around and showed the room. The video the boy had shown us was time-stamped that morning, but the actual light outside Mia's window that day had been overcast since dawn, and in the video, sunlight was slicing straight across her comforter. It wasn't live. It wasn't even recent. My father-in-law lowered his keys. The boy's face didn't change, but his eyes moved to the door. That's when my sister, the sharpest person in that kitchen, finally asked the question none of us had thought to ask. "Who sent you here?" The boy said a name. My mother-in-law's coffee cup slipped from her hand and shattered on the tile. It was her brother, a man none of us had spoken to in 9 years, cut out of every holiday, every group text, every family photo, after he was arrested for running a scheme that used old footage and staged videos to frighten families in their own driveways and kitchens into handing over cash before they could think straight. We had believed he was still in prison. He wasn't. He'd been out for 4 months, and apparently he was training someone new. The boy finally spoke again, quieter this time. He said, "You people always pay in the first 10 minutes if it's a kid." He said, "Your family especially." Then he looked at my father-in-law directly. "He's your brother." He knew exactly which door to send me to. Nobody in that kitchen said anything for a long moment. My husband was the one who finally called the police, and this time nobody stopped him. The boy didn't run. He sat down at the table like he was tired, and when the officers arrived, he told them everything. The fake footage recycled from an old babysitting job posted online years ago, the coaching, the countdown pressure, the exact address handed to him that morning with a note that said, "Start with the grandfather, he pays fastest." They found the uncle 2 days later, renting a room 40 minutes away, a laptop full of target folders on people who used to be his family. My father-in-law sat with that fact for a long time. His own brother had studied us, had known which grandchild's name would break him fastest, had known his wife would drop her coffee cup, had known exactly 11 minutes was enough to make an old man forget every instinct he had. The boy is in a diversion program now, not a cell, because the prosecutor said a 16-year-old handed a script by an adult isn't the same as a man who wrote it. My mother-in-law visits him some Sundays. Nobody in the family agrees on whether she should. Her brother sent one letter from county lockup before his hearing. She hasn't opened it. It's still sitting on the kitchen counter where the coffee cup broke, and every time I see it there, I wonder if she's waiting for the day she can finally throw it away, or the day she finally can't.